Good morning, and welcome to Cam Look, your bi-weekly dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member from the museum or a volunteer will present an object from the permanent collection and post some questions about it. My name is Melanie, and not only do I work here full-time at the museum, I also am in the 2024 docent class. So thank you for joining me on Cam Look this morning. Today, we are going to discuss a photograph by Stephen Shore titled Room 125, West Bank Motel, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Please take a moment to look at this photo by Stephen Shore. What do you observe? What kind of room is this? Notice the furniture, the suitcase, the feet relaxing on the bed. Check out that TV. I haven't seen that style in a long time. Notice also the light. Where is it coming from? What time of day do you think it is? Based on your observations, where is this photo taken? What year do you think this is? And what makes you say this? Now let's look at the image together. In room 125, West Bank Hotel, Idaho Falls, Idaho, sunshine pours into the interior of a dull, modest motel room. A suitcase is thrown haphazardly onto a writing desk, and a television screen reflects the sun's glare. The artist himself is draped lazily across the bed, with only his crossed feet visible. On July 7, 1973, photographer Stephen Shore began a road trip across the United States, and for the next 11 years, he maintained a drifter lifestyle. This photograph is part of a series from his travels called Uncommon Places. Does this room look uncommon to you? It doesn't to me, and that is exactly the artist's intent. The photographs from Uncommon Places feature very few people, focusing instead on the suggestion of human life. Captured with a 35mm Rolleiflex camera, which is actually a small viewfinder, Shore's collection offers a glimpse of everyday life in the American city. But these images are not your typical wish you were here postcard photos. These are not sunsets over beaches or Ansel Adams knockoffs. Instead, Shore's photography suggests the banality of passing through any town USA and a life on the road. A sense of staleness pervades the photographs, which depict the faded mundaneness of such road trip familiarities such as cheap motel rooms, roadside diners, desolate byways, and deserted street corners. Yet upon closer observation, Shore harnesses an impressive ability to simultaneously convey both the tedium and the marvel of ordinariness. The yellowed, antiquated colors reflect the times and age of the photographs. In fact, Shore was one of the first photographers to bring color past the media's domain and into the realm of artistic photography. His experiences in Andy Warhol's infamous New York City factory from 1965 to 1967 sensitized him to the aesthetics of pop art and photography. In 1971, Shore became the second living photographer with the honor of a solo exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Today, Shore is considered a pioneer in color photography, as well as one of the most prominent 20th century artists. Always moving forward, never locking into a single style, and seeing each image as a problem to solve, this approach has characterized Stephen Shore's work for the past 50 years, regardless of his techniques, processes, or subjects. His shifts between color and black and white, his use of both analog and digital technologies, and his constant variation of scale and subject have produced a visually disparate body of work in which the prevailing rule seems to be the absence of rules. He likens the process of shooting photographs to one of his favorite activities, fishing. As Shore explains, I've found through experience that whenever, or so it seems, my attention wanders, or I look away, then surely a fish will rise to the fly, and I will be too late setting the hook. I watch the fly calmly and attentively so that when the fish strikes, I strike. Then the line tightens, the playing of the fish begins, and time stands still. Fishing, like photography, is an art that calls forth intelligence, concentration, and delicacy. Have you taken a road trip this summer? If so, what are some of your favorite photos from that adventure? I hope you have enjoyed learning a little bit more about Stephen Shore and his work today on CamLook. Thank you for joining me. Please check back every Tuesday and Thursday for a new work and a new discussion.